finally, let's talk about multi-tenancy design. Again, I really like this graphic from the VMware deployment guide because it shows you the different options you have for tenancy within vCloud Automation Center. You can see at the bottom we have what's called the default tenant. In this case, it's used for system administration and that core infrastructure administration. So you can see I have the sysadmin account, which is again that global administrator. They're administering the different infrastructure fabrics that allow the different tenants to consume resources. For instance, we have hypervisors at the bottom, public cloud resources, and physical servers. You hook in all those different fabrics to this default tenant layer, and then administrators can then go and provision and allow tenants to consume from those. You'll see you have your different fabric admins, meaning they can log into this default tenant or system tenant here and administer the fabrics just for their tenant. So you can see the different orange pieces here. Well, they're associated with different tenants. So now I can manage the fabrics for each of those. Going a level up, you can now see we actually have custom URLs for each tenant. So if you look at the URL https vcac.mycompany.com, it has some trailing slashes after it, but then you have /org and /tenant A. Jump right over to tenant B, you'll see it's the same URL but /tenant B. So they actually log into a completely separate interface, completely separate URL that's their own. And within each tenant, you'll then see the tenant admins, right? Remember, they can do the blueprint creation, set up policies, look at resource utilization. Then you have your different business groups that can actually consume from those resources or those reservations that the fabric groups have set. And that's the same for tenant A, B, and C. So those are some of the best practices around multi-tenancy design and really what it looks like from an administration hierarchy. It's important to define these different domains, such as that system domain that your global administrators log into, and then your different domains or organizations for tenants. And once you set those up, then you associate administrative groups so they have permissions only in the scope of what they should actually see. So that's very important.